Where am I? Okay, there I am. So it puts me in the upper right like that. Anybody know how to make your home Twitter feed flow, like move, like constantly update the home feed? Just like it always just says like 164 new tweets, and then I got to click it and know how to make it just flow. Oh, there's me. How about that? I'm disappointed that nobody has edited, Max says, I'm disappointed that nobody has edited Elon's head into the Hulk in the Avengers when he snaps to bring everyone back to life. Yeah, but edit on the heads of all the people that got banned off of Twitter when it hands to everyone coming back to life. Well, yeah. Doing okay. Starting to come back up. I'm going to get this fill. Yeah, I'm going to go for the full distance there. Is my price target on this to 11,215. Okay, good. Now we'll leave it. All right. Let's talk about the market. Let's talk about the market. Somebody's asking about Twitter. Somebody's asking about Apple. Let's talk about the market. So we are in a very interesting situation here, where we're opening gap down from yesterday's strong bearish candle and day, and that's very bearish. However, we will probably hunt for yesterday's close and open, that whole area at the bottom of yesterday's candle. So whether you're trading SPY or the Qs, we're probably going to go up to that level. As a matter of fact, that makes me want to change my trade. Hold on one sec. Yesterday's close. Because I'm in a trade right now and I want to get it targeted. Easy. It's right there. Okay. $11,245. So maybe we get 11,240 to 39.25. Fine. Okay. So I'll make another $50. So anyway, let's go back to the market. So we're probably going to hunt for at least touching yesterday's low and close price, whether you're on checking out SPY or QQQ. That's probably going to be the case. And then maybe we retrace half of yesterday's candle, possibly. It's possible. But the thing is, we're definitely in a bearish move here, right? And we talked about this days ago, how we are in a bearish downturn right now. So hopefully everyone's been making money with the bearish bias. But we now enter a region where there's a lot of support, a lot of congestion, and things can bounce around now. Things can get a little bit more choppy. So I would be careful if I were you, because on a day like today, with prognosis, lots of chop, everything's going to be a trap. It will be a trap day. And on trap days, the best trades are arranging markets, reversals at the top and bottom, fake outs and fake downs. You take them to go in the opposite direction. However, we don't know. We'll see when the market opens whether it'll take direction smoothly or not. Anything can happen, but what I can tell you is that it's not as probable. All the different outcomes are not, there's nothing like highly probable today. Okay, except for the fact that we'll probably touch yesterday's yesterday's low and close, since it's so close and nearby, like right there. And we have 6 minutes until the market opens. And we are in a bearish trend. So any kind of move up into yesterday's candle, I'll be stalking for a short entry at some point. I'll be looking for that pattern or something solid to go short on. And yeah, so you want to protect your positions and expect bearishness, and it's going to continue until we can gap open up. Then we haven't turned around. Think of it that way, because it takes 3 candles to create a swing low, and we're not getting a swing low today, which means tomorrow will be bearish. Monday will be bearish. We'll be in the bearish trend. It could be the end, but today's not the end. It's not possible. Okay. Well, it is possible if we get over yesterday's high. I just don't think that's probable at all. But there we go. I just hit my price target. Nice. So today could be choppy, but in no way is it the end of going down. We will still go down to and into Monday. Monday will be down as well and bearish. Yeah, absolutely, Mac. The calendar. All right. So yeah, anyway, that's what just happened is I got fill there right at the tippy top on the market. Now, with just minutes to go before they open, looks like Amazon maybe wants to retrace the gap. So that would be a beautiful trade. And if Amazon does do that, that the market will follow as well. So possibly Amazon helps push up the market. 110 would be the top that it gets. It's at like 97 right now. There's a 90% chance of a 25% retrace. Okay, that's the probabilities. 90% chance of a 25% retrace, which it already kind of has done. But you could think of it as between here and there. So like $102 would be your price target. And then anything beyond that is bonus. So Amazon with the gap fill retrace happening. That trade is on. We're also looking at NUVL, NUVL, and QNGY, QNGY systems as momentum day trades, possibly. But again, the weather is against us today on the market weather. Also, I do have a storm going on outside. So if the electricity goes out, it's because there's a lightning storm going on with torrential rains and winds. Freak storm, like just 45 minutes ago. It was nice and sunny out, and then I'll tell you what, that's tornado weather when it acts like that. So be surprised if my roof gets ripped off this morning. Well, anyway, welcome to my laboratory. This is the trading lab. The market is opening in just a couple of minutes, and we'll see how it goes. I'm very curious to see how the market trades. Somebody asked about Apple. I mean, it's the same thing, Apple, the market, Amazon, SPY, all the same thing. Okay, so whatever I just said applies in that way. Somebody says, any chance we see red today on Apple? Absolutely. Yeah, unless today is an all-day green grind up type of day. There's a lot of possibilities today. And what about Meta? Meta might continue doing it. All right, we got 2 minutes until the open. Meta, has a huge gap to fill. There's potential there for a gap fill swing trade. It might take a month, but that might be something that you could take an option on. Swing options can work with swing trades. It just depends on what kind of swing trade you're doing. Something like that, it makes sense. But just be forewarned that right now we're in bearish trend. So tomorrow, Monday, could bring even lower prices on Meta. Today too. All right, we have 44 seconds until the open. Market's pulling back just before the open. How can it forecast that? The hell? That's really weird. I guess it's using yesterday's data. That's pretty damn cool. That white zone is yesterday's American Stock Exchange range. That's right. Anyway, that's going to change the minute the market opens in a second here. 7460. There it goes. The market's starting to be bought up right at the open. Intel moving up a little bit. Intel moving up, moving more than all the others. So Intel INTC, I think maybe has the most relative strength. INTC, but we still don't know if this market's just going to shit the bed or not. Let's see. Okay, so far it's being bought up. Good morning. Bullies make you tough. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, everybody out there, don't forget to click the link in the description or in my bio or profile and come check out our trading group. Okay, looks like we've hit a top on this opening move so far in the first 3 minutes here. Oh, wow, 1 minute. These are 15-second candles. And I'm not in a time vortex. Oh, Amazon retracing. It looks like we're going for a bit of retrace here. So the market being bullish. It's a bull trap. You know that already. It's American unbridled enthusiasm buying up the market. Just don't have enough freedom in other countries and other territories of the world for people to just risk it all like they do here in America. So you see a lot of crazy moves, crazy, action. People getting caught in a bull trap because you never know. I'm getting close to wanting to pick a top. I really need to see a really exuberant move. And going back to Intel and Amazon. Amazon now at 99.7, Intel pulling back a little bit. Amazon gap retrace happening. QNGY, totally breaking out. The entry there was at $1.92 pre-market high. It is now at $2.22 and running. QNGY. Quanergy Systems. The momentum stock pick of the morning, of the day. All right, I'm in on this move. Get out of there. Shorting down to the sweet spot with a more micro view on things. I can see that's probably going to be something right in here. 11,250. Exit. It might not be done going up yet. QNGY going nuts. Yeah. It hit 250. And it's got topping action now. Yeah, I'm getting close to where I'm going to have to cut my position short. Anyway, that was just a little micro scalp way back down to the entry. The entry that I'm looking for is really long in that sweet spot. Yep, still good. The imbalance down there seems a little weak and thin, so I may cut this trade. Wait for it. There. Okay, I'm exiting that little short. Even though it's probably going to turn around now, that's fine. It's just I'm going to take a little bit of that risk off the table, and I can go long down at the sweet spot. All right, back on QNGY, we've hit 263. Amazon's turning down. It's in a bit of a pullback. NUVL also breaking out right now, hitting a pre-market high right now. That's an entry over pre-market highs at 39.40. Stop at 34.40. So $5 a risk. So you're looking for $10 a gain. So that'd be insane. Maybe NUVL's going to hit 50 plus today. All right, QNGY, Quanergy Systems, hitting 286. What a trade. Started at $1.90. It's now at $2.90 practically. Unbelievable. Yes. Let's go look back and look. It's halted. Okay, cool. QNGY halted. To the market. The market's still zooming. Putting in a little bit of additional range. We are now halfway up yesterday's candle. How much do you trust that shit? This is setting up a beautiful bearish trade. I'll tell you what, with huge downside. I'm going to be watching it on the 15-second to really get a sense for when it's found the top. NUVL bouncing off the pre-market high, already rejecting. No momentum there. All eyes on QNGY, QNGY. Google's been retracing a little. Apple's been retracing. Apple's up 6 points. Amazon retracing. Amazon moving back up, making some new highs. That whole retrace from Amazon and Apple pushing the market, and Google pushing the market up. We definitely have an imbalance on the 5-minute candle. Unresolved somewhere in the middle of its range. I'll most likely be looking for a reversal back to that imbalance once we get to the top. That's another way you can use the imbalances. Remember from class last night how we talked about it's a tool. Okay, this is acting kind of toppy right there. It's just a guess, but it's worth the small amount of risk. How can all of them? Wow, I never heard of this. A TikTok raid? Wow. I have to look all those accounts. That's crazy. All right, there we go. Wow. How many of those are there? I've not seen that before. TikTok raids. Oh, by the way, I am short on the market now. And could be wrong. It's a lot of sideways crunchy action right now. Boy, Amazon has a long way to go. Yeah, Amazon's acting toppy. Apple, toppy. What was the other one? Intel and Google. Intel not happening. Google, yeah, toppy. I like this. I like my entry on the market right here. I like it. I probably will double it up in a moment here. What I'll do is I'll double it up on some back test after a breakdown. And QNGY must be open. Let's go take a look. Yep. Woo! QNGY hitting 311, 318. 319 it hit. $326 on QNGY. I don't know if you guys can see that on TikTok. I gotta move that over a little bit. 337, 350, 36, 355. It looked like it was about to hit 360. Got carried away. 357. Entry was at $1.80, remember. So it's now 100% gain. 360, 100% gains. For those of you who were in class last night, so what I'm looking for now is a strong move down, right? Strong move that will create that unnegotiated area, and then a push back into that strong move unnegotiated area to enter for another contract short. Let's see how the thesis is holding up on Google, Apple. Yeah, looking good on Apple for short. Amazon, good, it's topped. And we were looking at Intel also. Intel's breaking down, almost new lows on Intel. So I really like my short here in the top of the market. I can set up my take profit. Show me on the trading view what kind of profit I might be looking at on that. Right, $192 just with one contract. And I've got that in two systems as well. And $34 a risk. I like that trade. It pulled up, but I would like to only buy into a balance, an imbalance. Who asked that? What's your name? Oh, Jumping Rope. How's it going, man? Yeah, that was in class last night. An imbalance, an unnegotiated area is an area where buyers and sellers did not get the opportunity to negotiate price. It got carried away with them. So therefore, all future price is considered unfair. And so those typically try to attempt to be rebalanced, renegotiated. Those areas tend to want to get filled. You kind of think of it as like gaps, but it's whenever there's a strong price movement where it got carried away, it has to go back and kind of work through that. And we have one at the bottom of this big move up. And so that's what I'm targeting here. Like down here, you know, about 70% retrace all the way down this whole move on the market. I wouldn't mind adding to this. I'm profitable, but I wouldn't mind adding to this some more contracts, but I'm waiting for a strong move that then needs to be renegotiated, rebalanced, and I'll get in at the top of that. Let's go back to Apple and see if it's breaking down. Intel's hit new lows. Apple's curving around, hasn't really broken enough pivots, but it's looking like the head and shoulder. Google, kind of staying somewhat strong, even though it's leveled off at the top. And the other one that I was watching, Amazon. Amazon kind of holding strong as well. So I'm inclined to risk off in a second here. But what I'll do is instead, I'll move my stop to above this candle here. It's less. Okay, ooh, we were actually getting that down thrust I was kind of hoping for. It looks like it's not following through. And move my stop on the other one as well to around 11,357. The other account is what I'm trying to say. 11,357. There we are. A moving stop down. I'm now at $60 in profit on this account, $60 on that account, 120 in profit. Looking at a $200 target, so that'd be $400 between the two. I was kind of hoping to get some strong moves so I could buy some more short contracts into a pullback on a breakdown. Don't quite have that. That's okay. I'm setting. Oh, I'm in another account as well. So I do have 3 contracts going on this. I'm going to set a stop. Trail moving average on this. I'm going to have to not do that yet because we have the market moving on us. All right. I just set it to break even. That must be one of those strong ones. Amazon moving back up. Yeah, a little bit. Apple was dipping. Apple's still dipping. Intel coming up off the bottom. That's part of it. And Google, yeah, looking weak. Google looking weak. It's really the market's moving again a little bit because of Intel. And it's starting to drop. So maybe Intel failed out a little bit as well. Nope, Intel's staying strong. So semiconductors kind of keeping the market of this downdraft afloat a little bit here. And back over to the momentum trading. QNGY hitting almost $4 now, $3.92. Off of that pre-market high entry of $1.92, it's now at $3.92. $3.92 divided by $1.92. That's 105% gains. And that's if you didn't get in pre-market a little bit lower around swap at say $1.75. If you did, 392 divided by $1.75, you're looking at a 125% gains on QNGY day trade. Yeah. Back to the market. Accidentally closed that tab. Okay, it's coming back. QNGY was once a $200 stock. Well, all right. Dead cat bounce. Take it. 11,344. I could probably tighten up my stop here up to this other pivot, but probably shouldn't. If I expect this move to work, I need to give it some room to breathe. I did that in one account where I need to stay a little conservative. I'm going to let my risk breathe a little bit. Oh, that's what we're watching. This is essentially QQQ. This is NASDAQ. I'm starting to get some good lower high action. And back over to QNGY. QNGY pulling back. I think we've decelerated and we are near the top on QNGY. You can feel free to exit, and then you can always buy any kind of flush down dips into VWAP. But I think it's over on QNGY. That's it. That's the max move. From the way the action is happening, it seems so. It's folding over. It's buckling over. Technically, you have until this last pivot here, 310, if you want to hang on for dear life, and then VWAP at 290. So you still have some supportive areas where you can stay in the trade, but I would recommend if you can day trade in and out with no pattern day trade restriction, just go ahead and get out, and then you can always get back in. Let's take a look at the other horses in the stable here. NUVL coming back up to the high of 40.43. It's currently at 38.80. NUVL putting in some good progress. Amazon kind of double toppy failing looking, and that's good for the short that I'm in. However, Apple and Google looking a little bit strong. I guess Amazon's fighting the market now too. Okay, we're getting some good pullback here. Market. I want to see a really strong candle. Come on. Create an unnegotiated imbalance area that I can short into. Add. Let's take a look at the whole daily chart on the Qs again and on SPY. Now that's fitting into the narrative. We're coming off of a 75% retrace of yesterday's candle. In bearish trend, I think that's it. I think that's the top. I think that's all we're going to get. Barring extraordinary recovery, which could be on the table. We can't rule anything out. You don't want to be stuck on a thesis. Trade with your eyes and not with your ears. Trade with your eyes, not with your ears. Chris is short Netflix at the 300 breakdown. Oh, very nice. Did you alert that shit? Boy, I hope you did, because that's a tasty trade right there. Well done. Oh, Netflix tanking from the 300 back test. Chris got in short, kind of dangerous. It is true. And boy, is it working out. It's at 295 now. Very nice. Apple with a very strong green candle. Apple, relative strength, good looking on Apple. And then that may just carry the market. Amazon and some retracing. Google failing at being bullish. So Google relative weakness, Apple relative strength. When we take a look at Tesla, everybody always wants to know about Tesla. Yeah, Tesla not doing good. And consequently, the market just sort of holding this level, holding this top. But it, I'm getting bullish vibes from the market, slight bullish vibes from the market. My trade may not transpire. My short pullback trade might not transpire as I hoped. Ah, you made a killing on QNGY? All right. Way to go. You got 500 at $1.84 and sold them all at a low price of 206. Oh, shit. Why did you sold way too soon? Why didn't you just sell like 50 shares at 206 and then just sell another 50 shares at 250 and another 50 at 3? Man, that's too bad. Oh boy, the market is flipping out right here. Looks like bullish. I'm gonna go ahead and take my profits on that one right there. Flatten. I can while I still have a couple bucks left. And then I can always get in a trade again. It's okay. Yeah, going up, taking profits on the way, just like you said. So you did? You started taking profits along the way? Did. I think Apple's kind of leading the market through the tunnel here. And a little bit of Amazon retrace. Google a little bit weak. Intel's been weak, but it's all the way coming back up as well. And what about Netflix? Did it bottom? Netflix may have bottomed. Put a little doji spinning bottom there. So the market might go on another leg here. I do not know how far. I don't need to know. I'll just let it put in what it puts in, and then I'll get an imbalance hunt out of it. What's the day trade? It may be over. I think that might be all she wrote for our morning session here. Let's go back to QNGY and see what's up. There may be another half an hour left in QNGY, but kind of toppy. So getting out anywhere up here is just fine. I think you should be just happy with that. This green indicator I have here is showing 344 would be a good exit on the stop side. There it is. It just hit. That's it. Time to get out. All out. All right, guys, I'm going to hit the gym and I will catch you later. Oh, look, now the market's pulling back. Where's that coming from? Definitely Netflix is tanking. Apple's not doing it. Intel's not doing it. Google's not doing it a little bit. It's pretty much coming from Netflix, but Apple's not doing it. So unless Apple follows suit. Oh, good. We got some imbalance here. Hang on one sec. Now see, I will short the top of that imbalance. If I can even get it. I'll wait for price to come to me. 11,320. Set that up in my other account. A little bit lower, 11,319.75. Looks like it's not going to happen. But I do know what I want to do when we get down here. I want to buy. So I'll take both sides. Another imbalance getting resolved. Probably now is the time it's going to pull up more into this imbalance candle and resolve at least half of it. And I'm going to put my entry more at 11.3. What is that? 18 short. 11.318 short. See if I can get it into account. So, and this is the magic of imbalances. We're about to get entry. How it up that imbalance. That may be the top that may be the top of the whole imbalance. Move 11.315. And if I missed it, I missed it. That's okay. Daily chart bar setup coming. Nice. On he's talking about Netflix on the daily. Okay, I did get that short entry. Take it in another count as well. Accelerates. There. Netflix on the daily. Oh, let's see. How are you seeing that? I'm not, what is this that you're, no, that's not quite the bar setup. Oh, okay. Oh, it's for this gap fill here. This is called a runaway gap. It might not happen there, Chris, but maybe. That's not a bar setup. Okay. And then put your stop to the other side of the imbalance candle. What I do is I put it to the other side of the one right before it. About a 2-to-1. A little bit less, like 1.95 to 1. 11.352 is the stop. So this is kind of an iffy top side of the market. Apple's making new highs, so the idea of the short right now might be premature. Google coming up off the bottom. Sell neutral. Netflix weak, looking to be more weak. Amazon topped out, fading. Amazon fading. Back to the market. Kind of holding this level. Over on QNGY. QNGY is likely to be on the backside of the trade now. I don't think there's anything left to trade there, except for to be out and then to grab the bottom of any flush downs through VWAP. What, Netflix? Okay. All right, market is breaking down right now. At least the dollar is. So the market will probably follow. That's an excellent sign. We have breakdown on the dollar. Sometimes the market can lag that, or the move on the breakdown on the dollar can be a bit of a fake down. So it takes a moment for it to start to rev up over on the market. But that kind of a positioning on the dollar on the global stage is very powerful. But Apple, like leading the world here in its relative strength bullish move. That basically is a swing 100 entry right there. Bottom reversal, swing 100 entry, cup and handle confirmation breakout on Apple, all of the above. Apple IRS entry. So you don't have to wait for me to type the alert. You guys can go get that. You know how to do swing 100. Apple. You want Apple. About $4 a risk. Yeah, the market's still holding right here. What do you think Twitter will come back live at price-wise? It's never coming back. If it ever comes back, it may be a different symbol. It's going to be years. He's going private. He's going to work on the company. He's been private with SpaceX for a decade. He has no problem keeping his company private while he makes it a winner. It's never coming back. It's over. Yeah, Amazon continuing to fade. Oh, we're getting a strong breakdown on the dollar in strength. Well, actually, the dollar is strengthening, so it has an inverse relationship. When I say breakdown, I'm talking about kind of like, well, in any event, in my situation, what I'm referring to is the fact that I use the inverse of the dollar when I'm watching it, so I can get the direct confluence or divergence visualized with the market. Advanced declines, slamming red. The whole market turning quite red. I might even take my my price target down further. It is looking pretty sweet. I'm going to put my price targets down there. And I'm going to trail the moving average on my stop. I'm up hundreds of dollars in several accounts at the same time. Time to protect that. Average, there we go. Profits protected. Move. Becoming profitable. And I will add on imbalance pullbacks if necessary. But I think we've got a full move happening here. What's going on Apple? Let's go check because it's the strong one right now. And we need to see weakness on Apple. Okay, good. We're getting some breakdown on Apple. It's a shelf breakdown. Could be an early entry short on Apple right now, but you would want to see it break 151.70 for the full confirm. 151.70. All right, we did get an imbalance. And I will add position short if we pull back to 11,283.25. Because why not? More money, more money, more money. Now let's move our stops down a little bit and take some risk off of this trade. Still got negative risk. Top one viewer. All right. Thank you. Thank you for all that. Thank you. How much money have you made today? This is awesome. I was up late. I was up early this morning trading and late last night as well. There we go. I've got my short add-on right now. Let's hope it holds. So I think I'm over 1,000 already. I'm gonna put a stop on that. Targets down here. All right, this candle is creating an imbalance. So now we're probably going to start to reverse. Here we go. We are reversing. This is good. It's in my favor. I'm going to move stop down. Protect everything. And I'm going to go look at QNGY. That plays out a little bit. QNGY, QNGY hitting 372, trying to come back up. I would look for an exit or a short on that kind of a flailing, desperate last move there. However, if it does break the high again, that could kick off momentum. So the high is 392 on QNGY. What the hell is going on? Action wicks here to probably bring my risk down to right about there. Get kicked out of this 2 contract short here. Kind of curving up over the moving averages. What do you think? Are we going to test the lows of the day? I think so. Oh, I just got kicked out of the trade. Joe says, I don't know. This is confusing. Yeah, we do have things running in opposite directions, don't we? Apple's making new highs right now and the market starting to ramp up. Sounds good, Joe. Okay, so that was for real, LMAO. All right. Yeah, you got to use capital letters. Yeah, I know. There's no volume going on over there on LMAO. That's not tradable. It is 9 o'clock and my morning trades are at break even. That's a sign, and I've done a couple of them. That's a sign that the market has no direction and that we're just going to fight and chop from here. So I will wait a big move, and then that will tell me what to do once a big move happens. Until then, I don't think any more trading is necessary because you're just going to get chopped. So on that note, let's move back into the Discord. Thank you very much. And what was I going to say is that to keep an eye on QNGY, because you never know what happens there. But that could be it. That could be all the opportunities squeezed out of the orange this morning. Very cool. Again, I have a bearish bias on the market. Let me take one last look at it because Apple is kind of saving the day here. Let's go to the daily chart and see what's setting up. Yeah, I mean, are we going to get all the way up and over yesterday's high? I mean, we're not even halfway there. I don't think so. Could happen. If we do that, it really calls into question everything going on. But it would be bullish engulfing on the daily. So watch out for that to happen. If it doesn't happen, we're still bearish. But this is some positive movement on the market. By the way, how is EOG holding up? It's kind of pulling back, selling off, but still, I think above our entry. And what were some of the other ones? General Motors. General Motors looking great. Look at that. What were some of the other positions we have? Let's see. EOG. MedP. How did that work out? I didn't follow through with checking up on that. Okay, MedP's kind of holding. SLB. Whatever happened with that? Such strong relative strength. Okay, yeah. Consolidation. Emergencies out there, so that's good. ASC looking good. Did I alert that one? Yeah, Ben. All right, everybody. See you back in the group. Thank you very much and have a great weekend. All right. On Monday morning, if I don't see you in the Discord. Bye now. Welcome, Carl.